So, what's been happening here in our local real estate market? Everyone wants to know, will the market slow down and how should inflation affect my decision? It can be so confusing with all of the news, whether it be positive or negative, or what the best choice to make is for your family. I totally understand, and I'm in the industry and have been for about 2 decades, and I can help you navigate this market. Let's look at the data of what's happening so that you can make an educated decision. First off, according to all of the experts, we are still in a strong seller's market, and home prices are expected to continue to rise, at least through spring and summer months. So let's see what inventory levels are doing here locally. Is it a good time to sell here in Long Beach, California? Well, let's look at what's happened recently. In Long Beach, we currently, at the time of this video, have 131 single-family homes that are active. The average time to sell last month in April was only 13 days with 185 single-family homes sold. In Huntington Beach, 95 have been sold with 17 days average days on market and 96 active. Seal Beach has 8 available homes and saw 7 close escrow with an average of only 6 days on the market. Westminster had 25 homes close, also seeing a super low average of 6 days before going into escrow and 37 currently active. Rossmore has only 10 listed as available and 7 were sold, averaging 10 days on the market. Los Alamitos had 5 sales with an average of 13 days until going into pending status, now with 5 listed on the market. And finally, Lakewood again saw lots of activity with 58 single-family homes sold, being on the market for an average of 8 days and 49 currently available. Now, we've had some dramatic economic shifts since these homes that are now closed went pending into escrow just over the last few weeks. So, you may be wondering if it's still a good time to sell in Long Beach and the surrounding communities. Well, right now, we have very low inventory, and although buyer demand is still there, many buyers that had qualified for loans just a few weeks ago have now had their purchasing power dramatically reduced to the tune of $100,000 to $150,000 realistically. That means that with the 2 interest rate hikes over the last 45 days, the last which raised rates 0.5%, they have increased faster in that short period of time than they have in the last 30 years in terms of the speed with which they went up. Meaning, those buyers that could qualify for a $1 million loan back in April can now only qualify for a $900,000 loan or even $850,000, and that makes a big difference. With that large increase in buyers' monthly mortgage amounts, it took many buyers out of the prospective pool of buyers. Less buyers will mean less offers, which eventually equals more homes for sale because they're not getting consumed as quickly as they were over the last 18 months or so, which is what we're already beginning to notice. As a matter of fact, showings over the last few weeks have already been slowing by 18.5% on the west side of the US, per the data tracked by Showing Time, a platform that records the showings on active and available properties. So, we may see longer days on market once new data for the next month or 2 or 3 is released to us. But now, even though there's an indication that the market is shifting, know that it's still a great time to sell, as we are currently experiencing multiple offers, albeit not quite as many as we have been seeing over the last several months, and many homes still being sold above list price. And consider this, if we go from where we are now to rates that are even higher, which is anticipated several more times this year, chances are that we'll see the reduction of the prospective buyer pool even further. This may lead to more inventory and ultimately asking prices starting to regulate, and a return to a more normalized offer process. We are seeing an increased percentage of active listings in all of these communities mentioned above begin to drop their asking amount. About 17.5% of them actually. So when given the hot market we've been seeing for so long now, it's pretty amazing, right? Now don't be scared, just remain informed, and you can follow my social media channel to get the latest updates. Wondering how the wind's changing will affect you in your current situation? Feel free to reach out to us so we can discuss what you're looking to achieve. And there is never any cost or risk for a strategy session. I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and this is Stephanie. Make it a great home selling and buying day.